Okay, hello. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so I'm a little bit nervous, so sorry for that. And oh my god, stop. My cat is playing around with this. Well, welcome in frame on this. Oh, okay. What was I saying? It's my first time doing something like this, but I was planning for a long time to start doing videos, but I'm always very shy, and whenever I try to start filming something, I just get very awkward. Also, because English isn't my first language, so I still struggle a little bit with the pronunciation. Will you stop? You can see him, but I mean her. She, yeah. Can you leave me? Can you let me film, please? Can you? Okay, go. Okay. Back to the video. I don't know. My main concern is that I don't think the audio is going to be very good. So I'm sorry about that because I don't have a microphone. So I'm just filming with my phone right now. Uh, he literally just destroyed one of the books I bought. So thank you for that. I guess he, she literally just damaged it right now in front of me. I didn't even notice. Anyways, that was a bit of a spoiler. Anyways, uh, I wanted my first video to just be about a little bit about the books I've read in January and the ones I'm planning on reading this month, which I know I started very late. I had a bit of a uh, I didn't really feel like reading this week, so I didn't read at all. I just watched series because I'm a little bit obsessed with a Thai series at the moment, but I'm back in line right now. I'm getting back into it, so I think this video will help me motivate myself more too, I think. Anyways, I will just quickly go through. I will just quickly go through it all because I don't know how to edit. I don't know what program to even use to edit a video. So this will just be in one singular cut. Like I'm not going to edit anything. In the um, newer videos, maybe I will try to do something, but this time I'm just doing it very quickly before my boyfriend gets back because then I get even more shy. So yeah, let's just go in. I will show the books I've read in January in my in a timeline, like the first one I read and the last one. Okay, so first one was this. Um, I have the one in Spanish because I live in Spain, so you will see a lot of books like that. This is Lady Tan's Circle of Women, I think, in English. I've actually started reading this in this around December of 2024, but I didn't manage to finish it before the New Year. So like I was halfway through it, so I'm just counting it as January because I I can't even say that I was close to finishing it. No, because I wasn't even halfway through it. So for me, it's a January book. Okay. Um, I really liked it. I don't. I think I gave it 5 stars. I think I absolutely loved it. I'm still obsessed about the characters. I still miss the characters in this. I felt like I was part of the story. And I really, really, really recommend it. Actually, I mean, when I went to buy books that day when I got this, I got this one and Yellow Face, but Yellow Face I read way before, so which is also one of my top favorites, but it doesn't have anything to do with this video. I bought these two that time at once, and it just really caught my eye. I wanted to read something more about struggles about women, so this really straight away caught my eye. I also already had seen about it online. I don't remember where or how, but I do remember um, have it in my mind. Like if I see it, I will buy it because it just looked very interesting. And I wasn't wrong. I really loved it. Next one, yeah, this one. Wait, I don't know if you can see it. I think it's you're seeing it the other way. Hamajang Luck by Makana Yamamoto. This one I got from Illumi Crate. It it was the last one I got, I think. The last Illumi Crate I had. And I wanted to start reading my Illumi Crate books that I had because they're just piling up and I hadn't read any of them until this one. So yeah, I I don't know what the cat is doing, but she's making weird noises. Uh, this one of the out of all the books I have from Illumicrate, for some reason this one just caught my eye the most, which is interesting because it was also the last one I received. So I read it and I absolutely loved it too. Uh, I think I also gave it 5 stars, if not more, because I think on Storygraph you can give even more than 5 stars. Uh, and similarly to the other one, to Lady Tan's Circle of Women, I also really grew attached to the characters in this book. If anything, I would say that maybe even more than the previous book. And I always, even nowadays, I still find myself thinking about some of these characters. I think they were really well developed. I know, I really loved them. It was a very cool book too. The story was intriguing. The pace was really nice. It wasn't very fast or very slow. And I was actually really sad to, to end it. I wanted it to continue a bit more. Next one was Franz Kafka. Metamorphosis. I don't know how you pronounce it in English. I heard I have the Romanian version, so it's Metamorphosa. I got it in Romania when I visited because I decided that every time I go to Romania, I have to buy some books to practice because it's my native language, and since I don't live there anymore and I don't really have anyone to talk with in Romanian, I keep forgetting it, so I think that's very sad, and I don't want to be one of these people. So every time I get to go to Romania, I will buy a bunch of books so I can get back with me to Spain and read them, just to maintain some level of Romanian vocabulary. I had already read Metamorphosis when I was in school, but I didn't remember much about it. I just remember that it really struck a chord in me for some reason. It really stayed with me throughout the years, and it's been like a decade since I read it in high school. So it just really always stayed in my mind. I only remember it was the only, well, I think there were two books that I truly enjoyed that we read in high school, and this is the first one, one of the two books that I enjoyed, because the other ones were super boring to me, and this one for some reason just really entertained me. I really liked it a lot, and I wanted to read it again as an adult because I thought I will understand it even better. So I will probably love it even more if I already liked it so much when I read it when I was like 14, 15. I don't remember. Uh, yeah, I wasn't wrong. I really loved it. The only problem is I read it in Romanian, and for some reason I have a harder time reading in Romanian than in both Spanish or English. So that was the only struggle for me. But I don't regret any of my decisions. I don't regret buying it. I don't regret buying it in Romanian. I really loved reading it. And the good thing about it is that it's so small, so tiny that you can reread it anytime you want. So that's a great one. I don't think I need to give any more explanation about that. It's a classic. Okay, next one I read in January was Of Jade and Dragons by Ember Chen. This one is also one I got from Illumi Crate. And now I'm thinking, I don't know if this is the last one I got or the previous one. No, the previous one was the last one, yeah. This was some months before, I think. This one was great. I don't think I gave it 5 stars. I think I gave it like four something because there was just something miss. More than there being something missing, I think the writing just I think it wasn't maybe on the same level as the other ones. If I mean it's YA, so it felt like YA, but I enjoyed it. But I think that's the exact same reason that I didn't give it 5 stars because I do enjoy YA, but it does come off as childish at times when I'm reading it. I don't know if that's on purpose or the writing style of the author. It's not like I've read a lot of YA books yet to really know for sure. That's just the impression this one gave me, but I still enjoyed it a lot. I think the story was very fun. The characters were also very fun. Mm, yeah, the ending was also pretty good. It had kind of a twist that I never didn't really see coming at the end, which surprised me. I think many people would not like the end. I think maybe if you're looking for something like I don't want to give too much away, but maybe the ending won't surprise positively some people. But for me, it was definitely a positive surprise because most books don't go that route. So I really enjoy that. I think that was very interesting from the author to choose to do. And the last one that I read that put me in a slight slump was this one is also in Romanian. I'm sorry. The Island of Missing Trees. I think is in English. I have Insula Copacilor Dispărut by Elif Shafak, and it put me in a slump because it's just one of these heavier books that has stories that are based on reality that is just really painful to talk about. So yeah, this one was a. I mean, I loved it. Obviously, I don't think I even rated it yet. I need to update my story graph, and I think last time I checked on story graph, it said that I was at 37% reading it, and that's because I don't really update much while I'm reading. But yeah, no, this one is finished. I really enjoyed it. I will probably give it 5 stars. Uh, and I can't wait to read more from this author. I'm already thinking about buying her other books because I'm sure I will enjoy them just as much as this one. The story is exactly the type of stuff I like reading about. I mean, um, a Greek and a Greek Turkish couple that live in Cyprus amid many conflicts. That's just right up my alley. I really like reading about this type of thing because I think it's just reality, and I mean I like historical fiction, I like historical romance. I like reading about realities around the world, and I think this one has a little bit of everything in it. So it's just my style. Okay, now moving on to the books I want to read this month, which I'm starting very late, so I don't know if I will manage to read all of these, and hopefully some more. Okay, this month, since it's Black History Month, I had in mind to read uh, only Black American authors, but there was a twist. When I went to buy books, because for some reason I didn't have any Black American authors, I do admit it's a little bit harder to find to find diverse authors here. When you go to a bookstore, most authors are obviously Spanish or Latin American, so it's a bit complicated to get anything outside from here, unless it's a very big bookstore, and even then it can be complicated. Um, Especially if you want a specific ethnic group or specific demographic group. So, but I found some, but I realized it was getting a bit too expensive. So I ended up buying 4 books, which is this one. I think they're all in Spanish. Spain, I'm sorry. Jugando la Oscuridad by Toni Morrison. I don't know how this one is translated in English. I mean the original text. I don't know what the original title is, but this is how it's called in Spanish translation. I think I will be starting with this one because it's shorter. I don't think I will take long to finish. So I think it's a good start into this Black History Month that I want to get into to understand a little bit the struggles of the people. And next one, also related to the Black History Month, is Mujeres, Raza y Clase by Angela Davis. Angela Davis. I'm sorry, my in my language we say Angela. That's my second name, so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm just pronouncing it as my own. Angela Davis. This will be the second one I will try reading. Then third one I got is 1000 millas hacia la libertad, la huida de William y Ellen Craft de la esclavitud, which if I translate it says something like, I don't know how to translate millas, so. But this is I'm not going to translate it. My brain just fried. I'm sorry. William and Ellen Craft. Yeah, for some reason, my mind right now can't think how to say huida in English. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this one will be the third one. This is the final one that's for the Black History Month. It's Parentesco by Octavia E. Butler. I chose this based on what the bookstore owner recommended me. I'm very thankful to him because I was just spending so much time around looking at stuff. I didn't know what to choose because there was a lot of stuff in his store. Because by the way, I went to a LGBTQ plus feminist bookstore, very inclusive place, because I don't think you can find stuff like this so easily in any normal bookstore. So I went to that one because a friend recommended it, and the owner was very helpful, so I'm very glad. He told me that The other three he told me are just non-fiction, I believe, and this is the only one that he said is fiction from the bunch. So I'm really excited about this one to see how different it is. Um, he gave me very good recommendations. I don't know what you would think about this from America, from the USA. Do you think these are good options? Let me know, please. I would really like to know. Uh, I will also try to um, grab some more stuff from the library because I don't think it's enough for Black History Month when I wanted to just solely read Black American authors. So this is a bit frustrating for me too. So I will be looking at the library if I can find anything else to read a bit more. And if not, if I for some reason don't find anything else from Black authors, and if I still have time to read more this month, I will be reading The Phoenix Keeper by S.A. McLean, which is also another book I got from Illuminate. Just because I liked the other one, of Jade and Dragons, so much, and I'm probably very wrong, but because of the cover and everything, to me it feels like it's gonna be a very similar vibe. But although I don't think this one is YA, I think this one is more adult. I don't know. But I wanted something similar in feel to that one because I really enjoyed it, and to give me a little bit of a break from the heavy hitting ones that are here because I know I'm going to cry with this. So at the end of the month, if I still have time, I will try to read this to lighten about a bit the mood. And lastly, this one, Hiroshima by John Hersey. I tried reading this. I tried to give it a go a long time ago to this book, and for some reason I wasn't in the mood to read this type of story at the time. Even though I do love, as I said, I love anything historical. But for some reason at that time I was not in the mood for such a heavy story. And now I really want to try it again. I just realized that I don't think maybe it's not the best idea to read so many heavy books this month. I might end up depressed, but I would like to give it another try. It's also pretty short. So yep, that's my list for this month. I hopefully I managed to read all of it. And if not, it will just have to go for the next month. Although next month I really want to try doing the one of these games that many YouTubers are doing to decide what to read. I think they're really fun, so I want to try that. Maybe my month will be more diverse that way because I think January was pretty diverse. I think. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm sorry for the shitty quality for the video, the audio, my pronunciation. I'm sorry if you can't understand everything. I'm sorry if you can't hear anything because the volume is probably super low. I apologize. I will try to improve in the next videos, but I just wanted to start with a video for once because if not, I will never have the guts to do it again. So, anyways, bye.